Hi everybody, thank you so very much for joining us again today. My name is Sharon, and here we have little Mr. Bumblebee Max. You can see he's still dressed up. He's got his yellow and his black striped costume on. He's got his wings and he's got his antenna. So he is dressed up as one of the bugs that we're talking about this week, which is bees. And you may remember from our greeting circle that we had different puppets too. We had our queen bee puppet and we had our ant puppet to reinforce that those are the two bugs that we're talking about, and probably bugs that you have seen outside in your backyard. Ants are often looking for food to take back to their colonies and feed their families and feed their queen ants. And bumblebees and other bees, their big job is to travel from flower to flower, slurping up some delicious nectar, that sweet juice from the flower, and bringing it back to their beehives to help make honey. So that's the big job of bees. And also with bees, when they go into flowers, little bits of pollen stick to their wings, stick to their body, and then they can go on to other flowers and help to pollinate more flowers to spread flowers so that there's lots of flowers around for all of us to enjoy and to marvel at the beauty of all of those colorful fields of flowers. So bees are very, very important. They help us grow new flowers and they help to make delicious honey. So these are two wonderful bugs. So this lesson time circle, we are actually going to be talking a little bit more about ants. And Max helped me select a special story about ants, which I'm going to pull out now for you. Max, you okay if I sit you down there for right now? Great. Okay. This is a story called Little Ants, and it is written by Pam Schiller. So let's find out what's inside the story, okay? I like the pictures of these ants. I just need to try to open it properly. Okay. Little ants are dancing by in a line that's mighty long. With a hip, hop, happy, high, won't you join my song? Little ants are dancing on. Look at these ants. Do you remember that they have 6 legs? And they definitely do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And those things sticking out of their heads, what are those called again, Max? You've got them today too. Antennae, that's right. Little ants are sneaking by in a line that's mighty long. With a hip, hop, happy, high, won't you join my song? Little ants are sneaking on. Sneaking. Interesting. I wonder what sneaking means. Let's think about that. Little ants are spinning by in a line that's mighty long. With a hip, hop, happy, high, won't you join my song? Little ants are spinning on. Spinning. That's a fun word too. I bet you know what that means. What does it mean? Spinning or spinning. That's right. Going in circles. Yes. Little ants are waving by in a line that's mighty long. With a hip, hop, happy, high, won't you join my song? Little ants are waving on. Can all of you wave on? Wave. That's right. You can wave on. Good job. Okay, so we heard some words in here. We heard marching. So does everyone know what marching means? Can you show me? You try it at home. Let's practice it. March, 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 march. That's right. Walking strongly with a purpose, going from one place to the other. Dancing. I bet you all know how to dance. Give me your best dance move right now. Love to see it. Okay. Sneaking. That was the word I wasn't sure of. Do you know, Max? Do you know what sneaking means? Oh, is that what it means? Kind of moving past someone or moving towards something without being noticed. That's being sneaky. That's right, Max. That is what being sneaky means. Yes. So they're trying to hide themselves and be very careful that nobody notices. Spinning, you already guessed that. That's moving around in circles. Can you spin for me right now? Spin this way. Spin that way. Some people can even spin that way, but that gets me very dizzy. You too, Max? Yeah, very dizzy. Waving, we know what waving means. Let's sing this song now because it was presented as a story, but it's actually a song and you might know the tune. Do you know the song? This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my thumb. Let's try it. Little ants are marching by in a line that's mighty long. With a hip-hop, happy high, won't you join my song? Little ants are marching on. Little ants are dancing by in a line that's mighty long. With a hip-hop, happy high, won't you join my song? Little ants are dancing on. It's kind of the same, right? Little ants are sneaking by in a line that's mighty long. With a hip-hop, happy high, won't you join my song? Little ants are sneaking on. That's right. Little ants are spinning by in a line that's mighty long. With a hip-hop, happy high, won't you join my song? Little ants are spinning on. I'm struggling with the first tune, aren't I, Max? But it's working, right? It's okay. We don't all have to have beautiful voices as long as we're having fun, right? Little ants are waving by in a line that's mighty long. With a hip-hop, happy high, won't you join my song? Little ants are waving on. That's kind of a fun song. Now these are make-believe ants, aren't they? They look fun. They look like they're characters. They're not real. So let's have a look at something that is real. I'm just going to put this down for a moment. Have a look at this. It might be a little bit hard to see because that ant blends in with its background. But let's kind of point him out. Can you see him? You see all of those pieces? There's the 3 body parts. It's got its 6 legs. Have you ever seen an ant? We heard that Max did. He has seen ants in the cracks of the sidewalk at the child care center he goes to. And remember, his teacher, Miss Robin, went out with a spray with cinnamon. But we learned since it might have even been peppermint, right, Max? Something that won't hurt the ants, but something that makes the spray stinky. Something about the spray is stinky and the ants don't go near it. So the job of ants, like we talked about, is to find food. Remember our ant here? This fun little guy? Remember what he's carrying on his back? A great big wrapped piece of candy. Ants like to look for food, that's for sure. And they like to bring it back to their colony to help feed all of their family. And ants come in all sorts of different sizes. Some are black and some are red. What's the color of the ant in this photo, Max? Do you know? Do you guys know? Is it brown or is it black? It's black. You're right. And there's a little song that we wanted to sing too. And we'll kind of do it here. There's an ant on my toe, on my toe. There's an ant on my toe, on my toe. There's an ant on my toe, and I wanted you all to know there's an ant on my toe, on my toe. Now we're going to Max's knee. There's an ant on my knee, on my knee. There's an ant on my knee, on my knee. Where's your knee? There's an ant on my knee, and I wanted you all to see there's an ant on my knee, on my knee. You found your knee. Good job. Here's my knee. There's an ant on my ear, on my ear. Oh, my turn, Max. My ears are bigger than yours. There's an ant on my ear, on my ear. Be careful, don't come near. There's an ant on my ear. There's an ant on my ear, on my ear. Did you find your ear? Find your other one. You're right, there's the other one. Okay, let's have a look. Actually, let's try the sign before we look at our other photo. Let's try the sign for ants, Max. Do you remember? You put your hand out like this, and then you make your other hand into kind of a flattened position, and you try to move along. So let me help you do it, okay? So I'm going to put my hand in a kind of a flattened, squished up, flat fist position. And I'm going to pretend, here's my ant and here's my legs ready to go. This is my food laying on my back. And I'm going to squiggle along. That's the sign for ant. Good job. Okay, Max, I'm going to sit you down just so we can look at the bee photo too. Because that one is a really, really interesting photo. Let's have a quick look at the bee photo. Oh my goodness, do you see it in there, Max? I know you like this photo. Shows a bee sitting on a red flower. Do you remember we talked about bees like to fly from flower to flower to collect the sweet juice that's inside that flower? Do you remember what that word is called again, Max? Do you remember? Nectar. Nectar. That is exactly what bees want to try to get. Have you ever seen a bee on a flower? Watch for it. It's very, very cool. They like to buzz and hover around the flower and inside the flower for quite some time while they suck up all of the nectar to bring back to their colonies, back to their hives. They have a special tongue, kind of like a straw that they use to suck up that nectar. And they buzz around very quickly. They move their wings very, 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 very fast. Do you think the bee in this photo is buzzing, or do you think he's sitting still? What do you think? He looks to me like he might be sitting still and pausing while he's sucking up that sweet juice. Interesting, I know. They're very interesting very interesting bugs, and that's a very beautiful flower. So Max, let's try to do the sign for bee. I think you can help me with this, okay? Do you guys remember how we did this? And we circled around Max, and for our connecting strategy a couple days ago, and then Max, the buzzing bee, could land on Max's knee, give him a little tickle, could land on Max's back, give him a little tickle and a goosebumpy feeling. Let's pretend to do that, okay? So this is our bee. We're going to pretend lands on our cheek, and then you know what we're going to do? We're going to make the letter for bee, and it's going to fly away. That is our bee. That is a sign for bee. Okay, there you go. We learned the sign for ant and we learned the sign for bee. And maybe you remember last week we learned the sign for fly and mosquito. I'm going to try to remember this And maybe Max can help me. Can you help me, Max? Can you help me remember? Oh, right, yes. I make a C shape with my hand, right? And I see like I'm trying to catch a fly, and I go like this. And I catch the fly. That's right. Now, what about mosquito? Remember those mosquitoes? They're kind of pesty bugs that like the taste of us, so they bite us and it makes us really itch. It makes a bump that's super itchy on our skin. Yeah. So sometimes mosquitoes get swatted at or shooed at just to get them away because they're pesky. And the sign for that is, so mosquito coming to bite us, we're coming to swat it. And that's the sign for mosquito. That's right. Okay. We've got a very quick little story here too that we just wanted to share with you before we finish our lesson plan. Meet Mrs. Bumblebee. She goes out every day to collect the nectar from different flowers. And you can see this is a make-believe bee. And Miss Bumblebee here, she has her bucket that we're going to pretend she puts that nectar inside. So she buzzes around the garden outside of her hive. And we'll pretend her hive is over here by our globe. Okay, so she wakes up. Buzz, 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 buzz. Every time she always goes to this beautiful red rose. So she goes and she visits and she hovers around the rose. She smells its beautiful scent, takes it all in, collects the nectar, and then what does she do? Then she flies the nectar back to her hive and delivers it to all of the other bees that are going to work on making honey from that nectar. And then, oh my goodness, Mrs. Bumblebee comes out again and she looks around and around, around. Her next favorite flower is to go to the blue flower. She finds that tastes really lovely too. So she goes and she hovers around the flower. She sucks up all of that yummy nectar, fills up her bucket, and then what does she do? What does she do, Max? She brings all of the nectar back to her hive. That's right. And she gives it to all of the bees that are working there, and they're going to work together to make some honey. Then Mrs. Bumblebee comes out again. Buzz, 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 buzz. She's getting really tired, but she can't stop. She's got a routine that she likes to follow. And she goes to the beautiful, what color is this? Is that purple or is it yellow? You're right, Max. It's yellow. That's my favorite color. So Miss Bumblebee goes to the yellow flower. She tries to suck up all of the nectar. She's going a little bit slowly now because it's a lot of work for this one bumblebee. There she goes. She goes back. Now she's taking a little bit of a rest. She's pausing because she's getting a little bit tired. But she knows her favorite flower of all time has opened up bright in the afternoon sun. And this is the pink zinnia. Did I trick anybody? Is that a pink zinnia? Is that a pink zinnia, Max? No, it's an orange zinnia. She goes to the orange zinnia, and it is her favorite flower of all time because it has so many petals. She can just dive in and hover around all of those petals and collect so much nectar. She just loves it. But now she's getting very tired. She's getting very tired. So she's going to take a rest. And while she's resting, guess what happens? This bear comes out. She starts to hear the slurping and the growling and the stomping of this bear. She wakes up. And right away, she's worried. Oh my goodness, bears can really damage hives. So she zooms out of her hive. And guess what she does? She stings that bear. Boop. Right on the bear's head. Right on the bear's nose, too. Boop. bear rubs his nose. Rub your nose, Max. Rub, rub, rub. The bear runs away from the hive. Oh my goodness. Miss Bumblebee saved the hive. She saved the day. Even though she was so tired, she had to take care of her home and make sure that bear, who's just being a hungry bear, did not destroy it. So that's when bees will sting you, when you're threatening their home or threatening their bodies. The best thing to do with bees is to stand still and try to ignore them. All they want to do is get some nectar from those flowers. That's right. Okay, Max. I know we have a great goodbye song today, don't we? We created it all for your siblings, didn't we? So, we're going to show you some of the costumes as we say goodbye to you today, okay? And Max is going to help me sing the song, and as we say names, we're going to lift up his brother or his sisters to show you their costumes, okay? You ready, Max? Okay. Buzzy, buzzy bumblebee, won't you say your name for me? Are you ready? Fanny, Fanny. Let's show you Fanny. Are you ready? Fanny wanted to have a costume on too. Fanny, Fanny, goodbye for now. That's a funny costume, isn't it? Oh, Fanny, you're a character too. Okay, Max, you ready to sing the next one? Buzzy, buzzy bumblebee, won't you say your name for me? Fernando, Fernando. Next character coming up. And Fernando is learning about zoo animals this week, so he dressed up as a lion. Fernando, Fernando, goodbye for now. Fernando the lion. We'll call Fanny with the golden hair. How's that? One more, Max. Buzzy, buzzy bumblebee, won't you say your name for me? We can hold on to both of you together. Lily, Lily. Lily is the mermaid. So everyone's dressed up this week. It's been one of those fun, busy, exciting weeks where we just tried to have some fun. Right, Lily? I'm going to rest you there. Lily the mermaid. Okay. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye, my friends, goodbye, my friends, goodbye, goodbye. Bye for now, everybody.